I'm George McCranie, DUI and criminal defense attorney with offices in Valdosta and Douglas, Georgia. I've had a lot of questions about how to prevent getting a violation of probation in Georgia. Now, I've got 8 ways that can help you prevent a violation of your probation. Now, one of the first things that you need to understand is that the probation officer can be your best friend or your worst enemy. Now, my mother always said that you can catch more flies with honey than with vinegar. So basically, you want to be as cooperative with the probation officer as you can be. Be cooperative and respectful. Now, the first of 8 reasons or 8 things that you need to do in order to prevent a probation violation is, 1, always be on time for your appointments. If you're going to be late or if you're going to miss an appointment, let the probation officer know ahead of time. 2, make sure to be respectful and cooperative with the probation officer. That really goes a long way. If there's some type of technical violation, the officer will be more inclined to work with you. 3, have all of your documents when you meet with a probation officer that you're going to need. An example would be your driver's license. Have that with you. 4, make sure that you understand all of the terms and conditions. Really don't listen to your friends. They can get you in trouble. Now 5, one standard condition of probation is don't violate the criminal laws of any governmental unit. And this means that you shouldn't get any charges for DUI, possession of marijuana, even misdemeanor, family violence, don't rob banks, etc. Don't violate the criminal laws of any governmental unit and you won't have a problem. That's one of the big issues that we have is someone that commits another charge or gets charged with another charge. Number 6 is don't use illegal or prescription drugs, and don't use those prescription drugs without a prescription. Now, if you have a prescription for prescription drugs, painkillers or whatever they are, make sure that you provide the prescription to your probation officer. Don't use marijuana or any illegal drugs. Now, while you're on probation, you need to remember you can be subject to random drug tests at any time. So if you test positive, that's a violation of the condition of your probation, and you can be violated for that. You can actually go to jail for testing positive for marijuana. 7, show up for your scheduled meetings with your probation officer. Make sure you report. Now, a lot of times I run into situations where a person will come in and say, I didn't have my fine money, I didn't have my payment that month, so I knew I wasn't going to have the payment, so I didn't go. That's not a good idea. What you need to do is to make sure that you report at the probation office when you're supposed to report. And if there's an issue with your monies, then you need to explain that to the officer, and usually they try to work with you. Now, that goes in hand with number 8. Pay your probation fees and your fines on time. If you take care of these 8 things, you shouldn't have an issue while you're on probation. And if you do have a technical issue, try to work with your officer to see if you can work out a resolution. And if you have any questions, feel free to go online and check out our website at www.totaldui.com.